means this is so fucking important I can hardly stand it. Don't miss it. I'll go slower. I'll be super deliberate. Dummies. Me too, no offense. We're always missing things, no offense. But actually, it's not our fault, really. It's this culture of passivity that none of us had any part in making. Honestly, it just happened. Where I have to work my ass off because you're so stressed out that taking one more step in is impossible. Don't get up. Seriously, I'll come to you. We are lazy dummies, no offense. I'm just saying, which is less, obviously. No offense. All offense, all output all the time. I make Walmart right here, no reach, no weight, big box stance, which I mean, it's like the whole debate about bringing Walmart to the west side. If you're in a food desert, there are some pretty compelling reasons, but you should ask Megan about that because she knows way more than I do about Walmart and food deserts and really anything newsworthy. It's all of the following, straight, no chaser. Clean, clear, perfect, thin, tight, but messy in that desirable way, in that same way that, my house is a mess. Our girl is gone this week and it's just chaos. Or like hobo chic. Relax. There is a plan. Yes, planned. Beautiful. But not like sex or cooking is beautiful. Beautiful like the lawn, hedges, the plain states, menswear. It's all about execution, polish, which is really good. I mean, I want to drive a car that's all about execution. I want to take medicines that are all about execution. There was a meeting apparently, but I had swimming, so I missed it. When they organized everything within an inch of its life and then forged that final push, just went ahead with it. But that, in that instance, was progress and not death, so it was totally cool and we were totally fine. In fact, we didn't feel anything because it was just a next step and not such a big fucking deal. We took a thing and juiced it of its mess, guts, its essential junk, all of its unpredictability. And what was left was so beautiful, so straight and clean. Row after row and field after field of corn that wasn't corn anymore, corn that can become anything else. Like food becoming not food anymore in order to replicate, simulate food again. It sounds confusing, but it's not. Like, for instance, a cheeseburger. See what I mean? It moves really fast and travels weird because it's progress and it does not dick around. It doesn't have time, so get on board. It's like this bumper sticker Heidi and I saw in Michigan. Cash, ass, or grass. Nobody rides for free. There was not even time to make that rhyme. It was that urgent. Another thing, though, is when you want to just eat corn. Not corn that is cake or a hot dog or corn that is lattes, but just like corn. Luckily, everything is paper now, so you can't hear cups shattering when they hit the floor and break a bunch. Imagine this. Okay, this choreography is about going nuts, so while you're really careful, first order mission, to do all of the jobs I told you about, step, right, and up, hold, release, slide, collapse. Also, try to portray what it's like to go nuts. So, do the dance, but it's about going nuts. Two things. Or maybe, this part is about running wild, running away. So this one thing that isn't running wild or running away, do it about running wild and running away. I'm exhausted just talking about it. No wonder it needs so many dollars. Compensation makes sense. Clearly, these are talented people with lots of balls in the air and bills to pay, which I totally understand and relate to. So that is one possibility, and it's really popular, and it seems like it's got good reasons and strong connections to everything, which is important. Enough about this. Honestly, it's not even about that, and I don't want to sound whiny or judgy or anything. But I'm doing something different, and I think it's awesome. Couldn't you just run wild, away? It is simultaneously that and about that, no waiting. All juice all the time. It's beautiful, like that scene in Sex and the City where Miranda is changing Brady's diaper and Steve points out that she got poop on her face. We loved it. It was true to some experience, we believed it, but Miranda, somewhere, felt like shit. Stupid and hapless and out of her mind. She was doing it, just actually having poop on her face. It was about that. Like crying, or the seesaw, or running from a bear. All juice all the time. What it is and about what it is at the same time, no mediation. I don't need to show you that I'm walking. I can just be walking. I know you can tell. I trust you. And also, I regret calling you dummies, because even though I said us, I meant you. And I'm telling you now because honesty is important in this system, which is hard for me for obvious reasons that will be discussed later. You can't fake falling down. I mean, you can simulate it, but I'd like to argue that simulation is a different project. I think faking is lying. I lie all the time. I mean all the time. If you ask me what I'm making while you're cutting fabric for me at the store, I guarantee you're wholly unprepared for the journey we're about to take together, to a place with a dozen fleece bikinis for my sorority sisters to take on spring break. Cancun, bitches! Matching quilted cover-ups, a French maid's costume for my daughter, shrouds for my coworkers, felt hot pants. I am a faker, and I say this because more than anything, I want you to believe me, to picture me later stuffing my ass into the tiny felt shorts that my hands have painstakingly prepared, opening neighbors' doors to the disturbing image of my sexy infant daughter. I hope you'll think this is what I'm actually doing. To simulate walking or jumping or falling down is to abandon that hope, to move forward with a different project that presents our lives back to us with much more structure and all cleaned up, and edit or remix. While we're sitting there with our butt cheeks clenched, and P.S., that clenching, that feeling of stress or whatever it is when we're really aware that we could never move like that, we love it like we love McMuffins. It pushes our buttons, it demands our love, and we're like, Jesus, fine, I love you. Even 5th grade playground weddings are called off for this bullshit. But we're cool with it because we're advanced and modern. I love you. It doesn't feel the best, but that's okay. It's not forever. As an aside, and kind of a buzzkill, forever is made up of right now over and over again. I'm just saying. The thing is that you can experience this joy of moving in the first place. It's literally as simple as taking joy in moving. Just do that. But anyway, the point is that it calls us failures. Conversely, dance that doesn't simulate opens up space. It's affirming, supportive, encouraging. Don't worry, you're doing it. We're all with you. We all feel this way. Nobody's fancy. No one has to tell you how. You don't have to simulate anything because you're doing it. You're too busy. Fall down, be as heavy as you are, hurl your body up and off the floor. This is jumping. It is charged with all of the essential humanity you've got. Your skeleton, your muscles, your organs, tissue, skin, fat. Your smart feet that never need to be taught to articulate, to catch, to travel under your body, yours specifically. Now I should say again that this isn't as valuable, at least not in terms of philanthropic hot dollars, as simulation. Again, think of food. Okay, so everybody can do it. You can be a renal dietitian by day, a barista, a secret agent. Also, everybody can do it. Fatties, midgets, whatever. You can't fake falling down. I can tell.